Hello, today we are going to be testing the Shark Navigator upright bagless vacuum cleaner to see how well it sucks. And for this test we're going to do it similar to the test we did with the Dyson previously, so if you haven't seen that video you should check it out. Most people like to compare the Shark against the Dyson, so that's what we're going to do. It's the same test, the exact same test with the Dyson, and we're going to do both a visual test and also a weigh test to see how much it actually picks up. Now the two substances that we'll be using to test it, this first is a vacuum freshener. It's a powder that you can buy at pretty much any store, and we're putting a half a cup on it. It's a very fine powder, and so it'll go down deep into the carpet, which is what we want with this test in order to tell how much it actually can suck up out of the carpet. As you see, there's 3 different types of carpet. So we'll see how the Shark Navigator performs on the different heights. The Shark does not have a height adjustment, and without that we want to see if that actually hurts it or if it's fine. And so the second substance we're using, you see, it's also a freshener, but it's not quite as fine. We're going to put 2 different packages, again just like we've done in our other tests, and as you can see there are kind of small pebbles that are actually fairly difficult to pick up. If you use an older, older vacuum, just a cheap one, they actually won't pick them all up. So we feel it's a pretty good test. So we'll see how the Shark does. Okay, so seeing the Shark in action, it's actually pretty impressive for the amount that you pay for the Shark. Let's take a closer look here and see if it was able to pick everything up or if it left some things behind. There's a few small things, a small little bit of white strip there. But other than that, so far I'm really impressed with it. Another few small things. This carpet is the high pile carpet, so a little bit, but overall pretty good. You can see at the end there it did kick off just a little bit of those lighter white pebbles, but that was a pretty good first run for the Shark. Actually, I'm pretty impressed with it. And so now let's give it the second run and see how it does. Okay, let's get down and look at it. Let me focus here. Okay, so there are a few small things left. Actually, from a visual standpoint, it looks fairly similar to the Dyson, which is quite impressive given that this vacuum is about 1/3 of the price. So let's continue on, and yeah, there are a few things in there. Again, we had that with the Dyson. Maybe a teeny bit more, but very similar. So from a visual perspective, I'd say this definitely passed the test and looks like it's worth $150 or so that it costs. The question I guess that we'll have, and we'll answer this with our weigh test, we'll show you the results, is ultimately how does it compare? Is it really as good, and is it a great value for the money?